Hey guys, Jason's here. Today we're going to figure out how to integrate S Series PBX in TA FXS gateway. TA FXS gateway can expand ports for a PBX to connect more analog phones. We can integrate TA FXS gateway and PBX either through the local network or the internet. In most cases, we can integrate a bunch of analog phones to the PBX through TA FXS gateway in local network. All of our analog phones will have VoIP communications. What's more, for a headquarter with some distance branch offices, TA FXS gateway with several analog phones can be deployed to establish a remote connection with the PBX in headquarter. In this video, we will take an S300 and TA400 as an example. 4 analog phones have been connected to the gateway, and say their extension numbers are from 1001 to 1004. Let's get started with the local network scenario. All devices have been deployed in the same LAN. By default, TA FXS gateway's network interface is set as DHCP mode. Deploy the gateway in the local network, and it will obtain an IP address from the router automatically. Then, we just need to register it on the PBX. Configurations on the PBX are also easy to master. Let's create 4 extensions first. Set the type to SIP. Although those analog phones connected to the gateway are considered as SIP extensions for the PBX. Create 4 extensions from 1001 to 1004. Then, we have the 4 ports of TA400 registered via auto-provisioning. Click on that scan button. We will have the A-star TA400 in the list. Now, we click on Edit and turn to Extensions. Here are 4 lines referring to the 4 ports of the gateway. Enable these lines and select an extension for each of them respectively. Then, don't forget to click on Save and reboot the facility to make the configurations take effect. It will take a few seconds for rebooting. Once all settings work, we can check the extension status on the PBX or on the gateway. Now, let's see how to integrate S300 and TA400 via the internet. In this scenario, S300 has been installed in headquarters, while TA400 is in the branch office. Both devices have been deployed behind the router in their local network. Say we have a static IP for the router in headquarters. In this case, integrating remote TA FXS gateway and PBX just like registering a remote SIP extension on the PBX. So, at the very beginning, we will need some basic network settings in headquarters. On the router, map SIP ports of PBX so that distant gateway will be able to reach it. By default, these ports are supposed to be mapped. The UDP 5060 and UDP 10,000 to 12,000. On PBX, don't forget to enable NAT, ensuring PBX will be reachable for remote extensions. In the NAT setting page, we select the type as the external IP address. Enter the public IP of the router and local network. Finish the network settings. Then, create 4 extensions for those analog phones. Tips: enable NAT and register remotely. It's more than important. Otherwise, the remote phones will fail to register to the PBX. By now, so much to be done here in the headquarters. For the branch office, we will need to edit a VoIP server on the gateway to establish a connection with remote PBX, and then register all ports to the PBX. Log in the gateway. Click on Gateway. Then, VoIP server settings. Choose a server, customize the name, and enter S300's public IP here. In register mode, we have port register, template register, and service provider. Port register is the most popular mode. In this mode, each port of the gateway will be able to register to the PBX as one extension. Template register. It will be useful if we want to have all ports share the same extension account. When all analog phones call out, they will share the same caller ID. In service provider mode, we will be able to integrate gateway with PBX or other gateways by SIP trunking. Well, today we will apply port register as an example. Next step, register each port to an extension account. Click on port list and choose port 1. We're going to register it to 1001. Enter caller ID information. Choose the server we've configured and enter the registry information offered. In route settings, choose a template. Here a template refers to one kind of dial pattern. By default, all templates have been set to the wildcard point, so any outgoing costs will be matched. If you want to further limit outgoing costs from these analog phones connected to the PBX, you can customize a more complicated one. Don't forget to enter the DID number. It's the same one as the extension number. Follow the same steps to finish the rest of 3 ports. You can have a try with your gateway. Now, all ports have been configured well. Okay, now we just have a S Series PBX and TA FXS gateway well integrated. Hope this video can help you figure out the configuration. Please leave us your comment if you want more information about Yaestar gateways. And of course, don't forget to subscribe if you're not already. To get more Yaestar updates, just visit www.yaestar.com. I will see you guys in the next one.